Hi, and welcome students to week 4 of remote learning. I just wanted to start and say that these are really complicated times and we're all kind of learning and figuring out this remote learning together. So if you are having challenges, if you are feeling overwhelmed, reach out to me or reach out to a teacher that you trust and have them advocate for you. Um, because we have to communicate so that we know what's happening with each other and that we can support one another. So some students did a really great job of communicating with me this week, and I really appreciate that. And I'm thinking about that as I'm creating curriculum for you, and I'm figuring out how I can balance what I'm doing in this class with all of the needs of you, and all of you have really different needs. So when you communicate that to me, I get to learn more about you and then figure out what can I do right now to be a good teacher for you. So you'll see a little bit of difference in our week 4 remote learning. The biggest difference is that we only have 2 assignments this week. What that's going to do is it's going to allow you to just put your art practice evidence in one place. You can put multiple photos in there, but you don't have to go to different assignments. And then also if you haven't finished your previous week, so if I just scroll down here, I can see week 1, week 2, week 3. You can go back to those and spend a little bit of time on those. For those of you who are up to date on your art practice, continue as you've been. We're not really adding anything new. So first things first, office hours are always at the top. If you go to your Google Classroom, go to classwork. Up here, this is the most important tab, and then you're going to look at office hours. In there, it'll tell you I have office hours. I'm available 11 to 12 every day on Google Meet. You can also send me a GChat or you can email me. I work Monday through Friday. If I don't get back to you on the weekend, that's just because I'm trying to find some balance in my life to make sure that I'm doing well so I can do my best to support you. But I would try Monday through Friday. I'll get back to you the same day unless something wild comes up. But so far, I've been able to get back to you. Cool. So here's week 4. Let's go over this really quickly. First off, we're going to do a reflection. This time it's not in a Google document. You can just answer these 3 questions as a private comment. So what I'm really looking for is you to talk about a success that you've had. Sometimes we struggle to celebrate our successes, so I want you to get an opportunity to practice doing that. Then you're going to think about what kind of challenges you had in this week's art practice. And then last, what kind of goals do you have for this week's art practice? So for instance, if you only did 1 day a week of painting, but you really feel like, okay, I think I can do 2 days a week. That's not going to overwhelm me. Maybe that's you increase your goal of how often you're going to do it. Maybe you say, instead of looking at an image, I'm going to kind of do something from my imagination, or I'm going to try something more abstract. Maybe you're going to try a makeup style you've never done before, or a hairstyle that you're really scared of, and that you're going to try that. Remember, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not looking for finished pieces. I'm just looking that you spent some time trying something. So a lot of us are perfectionists. I know I have some of that in me, but we want to try to just say, right now I'm not judging. I'm just making. And all of you, I want you to think about what can you do during this time. If you're watching a lot of Netflix, maybe you do have the capability to do art practice 4 days a week. But if you're working full time, maybe you can only do that 1 day a week. So each person needs to kind of figure that out for themselves. All right, and then assignment number 12 is your art practice evidence. This is where you're going to put any photos, videos, screenshots, anything that's going to tell me about what you worked on that week and really demonstrate that you're working on building your skills. Again, it can be a work in progress. It doesn't have to be a finished final piece. I'm really just looking that you've done some work and that I can give you some points for it. I wanted to go back to this reflection piece really quick. I asked students why reflection was important, and there were 2 great responses I got. One person said that it engraves learning in your brain, and I really like that because when you reflect on something, it moves into a different part of your brain, your more long-term memory, not just your working memory, which you're easily able to forget. So like we talked about last week, reflection is learning. That's how that information stays up here. And then someone else said just that. The things we've learned can come back to us. We don't forget them. So that's why this reflection piece is really important to me. All right. I hope you all have a good week. Please reach out if you're feeling overwhelmed. Myself and all your teachers want to work with you. So reach out to us, let us know what we can do, and we'll figure it out together. All right.